you're on.
Right, welcome back to the channel, guys. So if you're new to this channel, I was doing a playing series last year. Basically decided last year that I wanted to play properly. So for the last year I've been trying to get my golf game in decent shape so I can compete professionally. So it started off, the first round I think that recorded was the Jamaica at Oxford, where I shot like 11 over par, but I put it up, and since then this has been a steady progression as we've gone through. It's gone through to the end of the year. I've been out in South Africa playing for, I've not been playing on the European Tour, I've been caddying for Steve on the European Tour, got back, now it's time to get back into this playing series again. And I've decided this playing series, instead of just picking like bits and pieces, I'm sort of just going to do like a vlog which covers everything. So like my gym stuff I can do off the golf course, on the golf course, driving range, stuff with the coach, like everything that, I'm just going to record everything, and hopefully we're going to see some more progression last year. And to keep up the pace that I had, hopefully we're going to be able to actually get into some sort of like, almost getting into contention for tournaments. And this year I want to show you like all the tournament rounds whilst doing course vlogs, all of that.
You gonna do the Buddha? Yep. And down. Go. Up. You do the woo-woos. You do the woo-woos. I do the woo-woos. A woo-woo. Do the woo-woos. A woo. That's better. Right. Come near them. Just got your breakfast and had it yet, have you? And there's the other bit. Alright, so the first swings I've made, so this swing here is completely natural golf swing at the moment. So this is where my swing is as it is. So the swing has definitely come like a seriously long way since last year, since I started working with Ryan. And it's good that my swing naturally now is in such a better spot, and I'm hitting it so much better than last year. But there's still a few things that we're trying to move into a better position. So let's get into this from this view. So one of the things that we made the initial change was my posture. This posture looks probably slightly different from where it was in South Africa in the vlogs. So the pelvis previously would have been on this angle, and my shoulders would have been slightly more in front of the ball, which just sets your balances off slightly. So in this position here, this is what we like to see. So shoulders straight down in line with the balls of the feet, a little gap between the hands and the body, and just a nice good balanced position ready to go. Now from here I've had a look at this, and to be honest, this honestly looks so much better from where it was at one point. Left arm's in a decent position, it's on a decent plane on the way down, still gets slightly off of the wall and a bit humpy, but all in all, that I'll play in normal speed or slow-mo speed. This is just miles above where it was at the start of last year, so that's great. So yeah, one of the biggest things that you would have seen previously is that my head gets really low and it gets off the ball. As you can see, it's still getting a slight bit low and a slight bit off the ball, but just miles better than where it was, and that's not a bad impact position. And the foot action's tidying up a bit as well. Right, so that is where it is, completely natural at the moment with modified setup. I'm going to put in this work that we've done, and then I'll explain at the end in a bit more detail and show you a breakdown of what the action is like moving towards. Right, one swing I just want to show you where this is. So this is closer. So the biggest thing looking at this view is what happens here, and also what happens generally to the club on the way through. So this is closer to what I'm trying to do, basically. Right, nice position there. You can't really see the things that I'm trying to do in the backswing because it's mostly that angle, but the biggest thing you're going to see here is that I stay back on the line, I rotate and watch what happens to the club as it gets pulled through by the body. It's a completely different look, so there's no like hips going towards the ball, hands being released. So squat, rotate, club stays in front of the body, and that is as good as it's ever been. Right, let's have a look. Video normal speed or slow-mo. Yeah, it's a much better move. Okay, and then this one, this is the one that I always struggle with. Watch the head. Still moving, tiny bit. I mean, it's minuscule now. But all in all, knees getting slightly wider. Rotating, head's a bit funky, but That's pretty good there. Yeah, it's probably the first leg session I've had since, I don't know, probably for about 3 months. Obviously had a massive gap going to South Africa, and then not being able to train like a week before that because of lockdown, and then getting COVID. So I had that for 10 days. So I've just started getting back in the gym recently. Again, had a break, and I was making decent progress, which is really annoying. So yeah, tonight just did sort of like full body, bit of everything, trying to prime the body again and get ready to smash it. So one of the moves I'm making in the golf swing, that move where I try and get like nice and low into the squat and get the right knee working outwards and then almost back on itself afterwards. That move, I've realised that I've got some mobility issues in my hips. I've always known that my hip mobility has not been great, but I thought I could get it out by just doing like mobility stuff and stretching. But Ryan's advised fascia release, where it's almost like giving yourself a sports massage, but instead of rubbing the muscle, rubbing the area, you just sit on, like, say a hard ball for instance, in the spot. You just let the fascia release and it stretches it out, it loosens it up, and that's going to help me get into those positions. So yeah, tomorrow morning I'm going to get on that, as well as some speed training in the garden and some boxing, get some food. So I'm just going to take you along. I think that's what I'm going to do with this vlog. Obviously have my course vlogs, and then have this vlog. I just want to film like what's going on. So let me know in the comments if this is interesting, just filming day-to-day stuff. But this is tracking like my progress to play better golf. So I want to show you like everything, gym, stuff I'm doing off the golf course, on the golf course, range, you know, everything. So yeah, I'm gonna eat some food and then check in tomorrow. It's another day. We are going to get through some stuff today. I might show you like a few things that's going on, but firstly, let's get into this. Alright, so this thing you can put to the bottom of your camera. So basically at the moment, what I've got is my camera body here, my mic's behind it, but I've got a flip up screen, but I can't see it. So at the moment, over the last few days in this vlog, I've been sort of like guessing the light because I'm trying to actually use my camera properly. So this thing allows the mic to be on the side of the camera. So we are going to try it now and see if it works. We go into well, the small. I've got quite a lot to do today, to be fair. And these clubs I bought, I'm going to show you in a minute. I'm going to start cleaning them up because the Hogan irons, the Hogan Lady irons, are a bit of a mess. They're rusting in the shafts. But I bought them in the off chance I could get the rust off and make them look decent. So I'm going to show you that process. As soon as we cleaned up that and the punch bag, I'm going to step it outside and do the speed training work that I've been speaking about for a couple of days, and show you exactly what I'm doing with that. So let's have a look at these clubs. And these are the clubs, the Hogan Ladies. So this is the problem. There's, to be honest, the heads are in really good nick. You could probably clean them up, make them look tidy, but we got this stuff on the shaft. Now if that's just surface rust, we'll be fine, but if it's obviously gone through, then we'll be a bit screwed, but we'll see what we can do. While I was there yesterday as well, also bought this, which is a Wilson Pattyberg putter, which is really, really old, but I've seen these going for some money as well because they're quite rare, with a really strange like round grip. And previously, I think you'll know what putter this is by the grip. So I bought this, which is an original Bullseye heel shafted flange 2. Right, so I bought this at the charity shop for 50p, and this goes for like 50 to 60, and it's in like alright nick for a Bullseye. So got some e-bend to get in, e-bend to get done. Alright, we got lucky. Fortunately, it was just surface rust on these irons, so I've cleaned them up And this is how the shafts are looking now. Completely sparkling. Clean the grips. So now it's just a case of getting some decent photos with these and just shoving them on eBay. This is the stuff I use to clean them. This and my toothbrush. Make sure I've got to clean that off before I use it later. So luckily enough, my girlfriend's into hinching, which is where you clean your house, and there's like a woman on Instagram called Mrs. Hinch who recommends all this stuff. But this is unreal. It does like everything, including rust, surface rust. So it's literally made these clubs spotless. Right, so to get started, I'm gonna do some more mobility stuff. Moving on to like dynamic stretching. This is a loud place. So like leg swings, forward, back, just a few bits and pieces. Then start with some golf swings, slow work way up in sets, nice and controlled. Then get to your main sets, which is pretty much where I am now. So gonna do like 5 sets, 6 swings, 2-minute rest in between with an actual golf club. With yoga pants. Yoga pants. And I'm using a normal weighted golf club, and the idea with other speed training is to use a lighter object. You can swing faster. If you haven't got a swing stick, a lighter object, then just use your driver, because you're going to be able to swing a driver faster without a golf ball when you don't know where the golf ball's going. So it still works, not quite as efficient, but it still does the job. So like 4 or 5 sets. So you're going to do out here 5-6 sets, 5-6 reps, like 2-minute rest in between. All right, so 6 sets down. Right, next up we have this. Now I've got to warn you, haven't hit the bag in a while. Punch bag, that is. What we're going to do today is literally just get warmed up and then just do sets of hooks, rights and lefts. Literally simple as that, like 10 rest, 10 left, rest, and just work on some power.